An important aspect of investing is the fees that one would pay towards one's investments. Obviously, this will affect the outcome or the performance of the actual investment. And fees is an issue that we take very seriously at Harvey Co, and we like to tell our clients about the fees that one would incur in terms of their investments. And most of the investments that we talk about when we talk about fees relates to a retirement annuity, a living annuity, preservation fund, and a linked unit trust. In terms of the fees we talk about. The first fee that we come across is what we call the platform fee. And the platform fee relates to different companies have a platform, such as Old Mutual, Sanlam, Allen Gray, Investec, and so on and so on. So if you have got R1 million that one wants to invest into a retirement annuity, the R1 million, you would give that R1 million to a platform, and we, in this case, let's say that we're going to give it to Allen Gray, and Allen Gray fee between 0 and 1.5%, sorry, 1.5 million is 0.5% is their fee that they would charge to run that platform. The more you give to them, this figure drops down to a lower figure in terms of that. So that's the first fee we come across. The second fee is the fund that you're going to choose in terms of the makeup of your portfolio. So where are you going to invest the R1 million? And the R1 million is going to invest, could invest into maybe 3 or 4 different funds. And in most cases, there's probably a selection of 30 to 40 funds that one could choose from. So very important to understand what the fees of the fund manager. So if you're sitting in Allen Gray, I use the word Allen Gray here, in a money market, their fees 0.06% to run their money market fund. That if you go into Allen Gray Orbis, which is their offshore fund, is their fee is 1.83%. And you can see the difference of the cost of managing that portfolio, which is very important to take it in consideration of when one invests. If we now look at the third fee that we can invest into, that we have to pay. The third fee relates to what we call the broker or the advisor, and he's entitled to one of what we call an upfront fee, but take between 0 and 3%. In PW Harvey Co's case, they take nil. And the second fee that comes across is what we call the trail fee, to manage that money on a monthly basis or on a regular basis. And we advisors are entitled to take between 0 and 1%, and in PW Harvey Co's case, we normally take about 0.5. Most of these fees include VAT in terms of the fee that we have on it. So these 3 fees would make up roughly what one would pay for the investments, and you would differ from fund to fund or from investment to investment, but would be around about 2% to maybe 2.5%, depending on where one is invested.